What happened at that carnival was a tragedy.
One that could have been avoided.
If you did not keep so many secrets...
Oh, well, what is this, a duet? Since when did you two get so chummy?
Don't change the subject.
The spirits of vengeance have always been the secret guardians of the parchment of power.
Guardians? Blaze is probably using the page as toilet paper right now.
I met the guy. You're giving him too much credit.
We did what we had to do. That secret kept the page out of our enemies' hands for centuries.
At what cost?
You cannot win this war with secrets.
Magic is right. If we're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres, we need to come clean with each other, now.
There is nothing else, Captain.
I wish I could believe you.
So do I.
Then I don't see a point in continuing this conversation.
I can see you are still upset, Ileana.
Of course I'm still upset. Caretaker continuously stonewalls us and expects all of us to just go along and make nice. But it never works out that way. You would think she would have learned by now, but I guess not. She should trust us more.
If you were to be completely honest with yourself, you would have to admit that you do not trust her either.
How could I? She keeps too many secrets. She always has and always will.
Distrust only breeds more distrust.
Neither Caretaker nor Tony told us she gave the page to Blaze for safekeeping. They should know he's one of the least safe people on the planet, no matter what Robbie says. Now all that stands between this realm and Cathan is that overrated stuntman. Entrusting it to him was a mistake.
And do you have a better idea to whom we should entrust something of such value?
I'd give it to Nico to hold, and if she didn't want to carry the weight of it, I would.
And you would be willing to risk your soul holding it? It is said to have demonic effects on its keeper.
Demonic effects? I'm already as demonic as this realm will tolerate. I don't cower from the darkness. I am made from its fabric. I could handle it. But alas, they did not give the parchment to me to hold. Blaze has the parchment, and I cannot change that. Let's just hope he can hold on to it.
I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose we all could use a lengthy rest.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it?
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
From what I have seen, he should not be much trouble for you.
I've been tracking and fighting him for decades. If he was easy to handle, trust me, I would have put him away for good ages ago. This last time, though, he's gotten even more deadly.
Then I hope you can rise to the challenge. Does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit unnerving.
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots.
You were in the desert one day, Salem the next. I wonder what you were running from.
A moving target's harder to hit.
It all depends on the skill of the hunter.
True. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden?
Perhaps.
Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat.
You seem like a nomad, but surely you have a place you call home.
I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever had.
Who?
Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York City. A private school. Lots of space and plenty of interesting folk. It's a lot like your abbey here. Except Charles has a baseball field.
Baseball?
Yeah. If you got interest, I'd be happy to explain all the rules sometime.
How long have you known Sabretooth? Seems like you two have a history.
His real name's Victor Creed. And you're right. We've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to be teammates and pals. Kinda.
They say familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah, well, they get things dead on sometimes. Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a full deck. Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep ending up at the same friggin' destination.
What do you know about this Johnny Blaze?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars.
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the Parchment of Power is not a task taken lightly.
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it counts.
You seem to know everyone. I assume you know the Midnight Suns as well.
I know some of these kids. Didn't know they got themselves a band name.
Who do you know?
Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr Rasputin. I call him Colossus.
Interesting. You and she have similar attitudes.
Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada, surrounded by wolves. She grew up in Limbo, surrounded by demons.
Which place is worse, Canada or Limbo?
Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me.